This is the story of a billionaire who fell in love, not with beauty, not with wealth, but with character. A man who had everything except one thing: he couldn't speak English. And yet, that was how fate connected him to the woman who changed his life forever. Before I begin this story, my people, make sure you hit that subscribe button and turn on your notification bell, because this story will touch your heart, make you smile, and maybe, just maybe, make you believe in love again. He was known as Chief Obinna Nwosu, one of the wealthiest men in the eastern part of Nigeria. To the world, he was the silent billionaire, a man who owned companies, estates, and factories, but rarely spoke in public because his English was, well, terrible. He didn't care. He spoke his truth in Igbo. He believed language no dey measure wisdom. But inside, he always felt something was missing, something money could never buy. One day, Obinna decided to disguise himself and travel to Lagos. He left behind his fleet of SUVs, his security men, and his designer clothes. He wore a simple polo shirt, faded jeans, and slippers. He wanted to feel normal, to see the world without people bowing to him. And deep inside, he wanted to find true love. The sun was hot that afternoon. Students hurried past, some laughing, others arguing about lectures. That's when he saw her. Achalugo. Her real name was Amara, but her friends called her Achalugo because she was beautiful, but humble. She wasn't rich, yet she carried herself like a queen. She sold snacks near the campus gate after lectures. Puff puff, zobo, meat pie, just to support her mother at home. Obinna stood there for a moment, watching her smile as she served a customer. There was something different about her. Her respect, her gentle words, her laughter. Not the fake kind, but the type that comes from a pure heart. When he walked up to her stand, he spoke slowly in his deep Igbo accent. Obinna, good afternoon. I want buy puff puff. A3. Amara, smiling. Ah, okay, Oga. 3 puff puff now, 150 naira. Obinna, confused. Eh? One what? Amara, giggling. 150, sir. Don't worry, I'll help you count. She noticed his broken English, but instead of mocking him, she smiled warmly. Amara, you're not from here, Abi? Obinna, no. I from Enugu. I just come Lagos small. Amara, nodding. Ah, welcome. Oh, Lagos can be rough, but you'll be fine. That was the first time someone spoke to him without fear or flattery. And when she handed him the puff puff, she said, laughing softly, "Take care, Odogwu." He was shocked. No one had ever called him that, not even his workers or friends, but from her mouth it sounded sweet, real. From that day, he came to her stand every evening. Sometimes he'd buy too much puff puff just to see her smile. Sometimes they'd talk about life, family, dreams. He would always call her Achalugo, and she would reply, Odogwu, not only you they buy puff puff like say you get factory. They laughed, they teased, and slowly friendship began to grow. But there was one thing she didn't know. The man she was joking with every day was one of the richest men in Nigeria. The man in the old slippers owned a company that produced half the bottled drinks she sold beside her snacks. Yet he never said a word about his wealth. He wanted to be loved for his soul, not his status. But Lagos had a way of testing love. And soon, something happened that would shake everything. One rainy evening, Amara didn't come to her stand. He waited for hours under the rain, holding a nylon bag filled with puff puff, but she didn't show up. When he asked around, someone said she had been rushed to the hospital. His heart dropped. He ran, barefoot, all the way to the clinic. not caring that people were staring. There she was, lying weak on a hospital bed, her face pale. She had collapsed earlier that day while hustling under the sun. He sat beside her, holding her hand quietly, whispering, Achalugo, Biko, open your eyes, your Odogwu day here. Tears filled his eyes. For the first time in years, Amara slowly opened her eyes. Her head was heavy and her body weak. She blinked a few times, trying to recognize where she was. Then she saw him, sitting by her bedside, sleeping in a chair, his head resting on his arm. It was Odogwu. His clothes were still damp from the rain. His eyes looked swollen, maybe from worry, maybe from tears. She smiled faintly and whispered, Amara, Odogwu, you're here. He woke up instantly, startled but relieved. Obina, Achalugo, Chineke Dalu. Oh, you don't wake. Amara, weakly smiling. I scared you, Abi. Obina, no be small thing. Oh, I think say, his voice breaks. I think say I go lose you. He held her hand gently, like it was made of glass. Amara, but why are you so worried? We're just friends. Obina, softly, you no understand. You be my peace, Achalugo. You be the only person we see me as human being. She looked at him, his face honest, his accent heavy, but filled with care. Something about his words touched her deeply. Amara recovered quickly. When she returned to a snack stand, she was surprised to see Odogwu already there, cleaning a small table. Amara, laughing. Odogwu, what are you doing? Obina, I dey clean your stand. You know fit work today. Na me go sell Amara. You sell puff puff? Obina, yes na. How hard it go be? She laughed until tears rolled down her cheeks. But to her surprise, he was serious. He stood there, awkwardly trying to serve customers. Customer, teasing. Oga, your puff puff small. Oh, Obina is small because it got plenty love inside. Everyone around burst out laughing. Amara couldn't stop smiling. For the first time, her small corner became filled with laughter and joy. But deep down she was curious. Who exactly was this man? He dressed simply, spoke humbly, but there was something different about him. His phone looked expensive, and sometimes she noticed how people greeted him with strange respect when they saw him in certain places. One evening she decided to ask, Amara, Odogwu, what do you do for a living? Obina, and Amara, your work. What kind of work do you do? Obina, hesitating. I dey help people. I dey run small business, Amara, smiling. You? Small business? You don't look like a poor man. He looked at her and smiled softly. Obina, money no mean happiness, Achalugo. Sometimes the rich people where you dey see, them they cry for night. His words sank deep. She didn't press further. She respected his privacy, but her curiosity only grew stronger. Amara's mother had fallen sick in the village. Amara was worried. She didn't have enough money to send for treatment. She sat quietly, wiping tears from her face when Odogwu walked in. Obina, Achalugo, why your face they like say rain fall only for your side? Amara, sobbing. My mother is sick. They said she needs medicine, but I don't have the money. He didn't speak immediately. He just watched her, the pain in her eyes, the fear in her voice. Then he quietly stood up and left. Minutes later, he returned with a brown envelope. Obina, take. Use this for her medicine, Amara. Shocked. Odogwu, this is too much. Obina, no talk like that. If your mama no dey happy, you no go fit happy. Take she refused at first, but he insisted. His eyes glistened with sincerity. That day, she cried. Not because of the money, but because of the kind of heart he had. Amara, whispering, thank you, Odogwu. You're different. Most men wouldn't do this. Obina, smiling shyly. I no get English to tell you wetin dey my heart, but you go see am for my action. Her mother recovered, and Amara couldn't wait to tell Odogwu. But when she got to her stand, he wasn't there. The next day, still no sign of him. Days turned into a week. Our calls didn't go through. His number, unreachable. Her heart began to ache in a way she didn't understand. She realized she missed him more than she thought she would. Every time she saw someone who looked like him, her heart skipped. Every night, she prayed he was fine. Until one morning, something unexpected happened. A sleek black SUV pulled up beside her snack stand. Two men in suits stepped out. One of them said, "Are you Miss Amara Ugochukwu?" Amara, confused. "Yes, is there a problem?" "Chief Obina Nwosu requests your presence. Please, come with us." Her heart pounded. She froze for a moment. "Amara, Chief, Obina?" The name sounded familiar, but she couldn't believe it. She thought, "No, it can't be my Odogwu. He said he was just a small businessman." But curiosity and love made her follow them. She gasped. The compound was massive, like something out of a movie. Fountains, marble floors, security guards, everything screamed wealth. And then she saw him, standing by the door, wearing a fine native attire with a gentle smile. Her puff-puff seller, her Odogwu, was standing in front of a mansion worth millions. My people. This was the day her heart almost stopped. The man she thought was a poor trader was a billionaire all along. But why did he hide it? And what will she do now that she knows? Where the truth unfolds, hearts are tested, and love is pushed to its limits. Make sure you subscribe so you won't miss the next part of this emotional story. Achalugo and the billionaire who couldn't speak English.